Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel At Home with Shell and to a review of our recent trip to Centre Parcs at Sherwood Forest. We went as a family of 4, staying Friday to Sunday. I really hope you find this useful, especially if you are considering going. We arrived at Centre Parcs around 2:30 as Tamsin and I had the spa booked for 3 p.m. For those of you who don't know, she's actually been travelling and it's the first time that she's been back from Australia now for a year and a half, so it was so lovely to spend some time together. So the queue for people leaving was pretty much the entire way, and it took us around 20 minutes to go through check-in and to get to the car park. You can enter Centre Parcs anytime from 10 a.m. but not get into your lodge until 4 p.m. So like I said, we come down to the spa. That cost £65 for a 3-hour session, and upon arrival you're given a towel and a robe. That includes access to the entire spa and any kind of rooms that you go in, but you would need to pay additional for any treatments and food and drink. The treetop sauna was absolutely stunning. Sitting here literally felt like you were just kind of in the middle of the woods. The spa is built around a heated pool where there's lots of different saunas, steam rooms, ice rooms, and lots of different chill out areas. There's also a couple of the jacuzzis which are just kind of nestled in the pine forest. So all these Centre Parcs actually have the Aquasana spa, so you can also go and use it as a day guest. After the spa, Nick was still queuing. He was coming up with Arabella after school. So we popped into the Vitali cafe bar for a drink and some nibbles. After the spa, we headed to our lodge and Nick and Arabella met us there. We were stopping in the Pine area in a 2-bed new style lodge. I have done a lodge tour which I did on the final day, so you can see that at the end of this video, or if you want a more in-depth tour then Nick has done one over on our review channel, Nick and Shell's Sweet Life, which I will link down below. It was quite late when we got to the lodge, so we unpacked and then had a chilled evening together.
Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Hello. Hello, look how nice he is. Hello, Mr. Squirrel.
So we've just got up this morning, had a bit of breakfast at the lodge, and now we are off to badminton. So we've got badminton booked for, I think it's 11 o'clock, and then probably head straight from badminton to swimming. Oh look, they've got a doggy play area. That's good, isn't it?
This whole thing is a doggy play area.
Oh, what an amazing day. Badminton is at the Jardin des Sports, which is basically the hub for all things sports. There's also a Jules in here, a Starbucks, and then a giant sports hall. It's also where you'll find the sports cafe bar where you can play pool, loads of arcade games in there, bowling is out here as well, and they've got table tennis as well. All the pubs and restaurants also have a play area, which is so handy when you have kids with you. So in addition to the big sports hall with various courts, there are also some squash courts, and they have interactive games that the whole family can enjoy. Then there is football pool, and the climbing wall is in here as well. I don't remember the water refills from last time, so that's really handy. We've all bought reusable bottles with us, so yeah, very handy indeed. And then this is stand against here. You're bigger than Simone Biles, but smaller than everybody else. We had a couple of games of badminton, and Arabella wasn't actually too bad at it, and badminton was £17 for 45 minutes. That obviously includes use of the court and your rackets and shuttlecock. After badminton, we headed to the village square and popped into the park market. So that is basically the on-site supermarket, just for a quick snack before we went swimming. They have pretty much everything in there. It is slightly more expensive than, you know, kind of a normal supermarket, but it's not too bad, and it's really handy if you have forgotten anything or you just want to pop in there for a quick snack, for example. Before swimming, we had to go into the shop to get Arabella a swimming costume and goggles, as we'd left her bag at home. Luckily, they did have a few in the sale, so picked up a really nice one. So you can go swimming as many times as you want. It's completely free. The Subtropical Paradise is a really nice 29 degrees. There's a huge graduated swimming pool kind of in the middle, and then there's also a wave machine that goes every hour. There's a separate pool which goes outside where you can go on the rapids, which you can only go on if you're a competent swimmer, so kids can't go down with any kind of swimming aids or anything. There's also several slides that you can go down and a couple of really nice warm jacuzzis as well. There's another separate area for smaller children, which has got lots more smaller sides and shallow water. In this area, they also have several cabanas which you can hire. These have got a TV, fridge for drinks and stuff, and you can also have use of a cot if you have babies. So after swimming, we were all starving, so headed to Huck's to get some lunch, but they only actually serve lunch on a Monday and Friday. So went somewhere else. There's actually a few restaurants in the village, so you've got Las Iguanas, Cafe Rouge, there's an Indian as well, but we went to Bella Italia, and most of them offer a lunch deal where you basically get a main dish and a drink from their menu for $12.95, which I think is fairly reasonable.
What you got?
Bolognese.
Vegan,
Gluten-free,
low fat,
vegan
dairy
cheese.
free, everything free stuff. What have you got?
Pepperoni pizza, which is the best pizza in the world.
And a garlic bread. And a beer. Yeah. Barbecue chicken.
Shock sauce.
After lunch, we went for a little wander. The lake is huge at this park. You can hire boats and pedalos from the boathouse, where there is also a little kind of man-made beach, and when you do the high ropes here, it ends up with a zip line over the water. We didn't do that this time, but we have done it before at another Centre Parcs, and it is a lot of fun. If you do quite a lot of activities, it can end up costing quite a significant amount, but there is also a lot that is free. So you've got the swimming that is obviously free, and then there's lots of parks which are all free as well. The adventure golf is a good family-friendly activity. Again, we're not doing it this time, but we have done it previously at other Centre Parcs, and that's quite a fun activity to do as a family. Whilst we were wandering, we decided to walk to where the country club is, which is probably around a 20-minute walk from the village. These are the tree houses that you can stay in. They are 4-bed lodges with a games room and then a hot tub kind of raised into the trees, which do look pretty cool. I've never stayed in one of these before, but I've stayed in the 4-bed executive lodge, and that has the games room and the hot tub and everything, and that was amazing. If you do want to see a tour of that, I will link that video in the description box down below. At the country club you'll find tennis courts, a putting green, a track where the kids can kind of go round on some streetcars. They also have the nature centre and a pub called the Dozing Duck. It was such a lovely day that we found a table outside and enjoyed a drink in the late afternoon sun. There's also an indoor and outdoor play area that Arabella enjoyed. We've had such a busy day today, so we've literally been out all day since after breakfast, and then we just went back to the lodge, quickly got changed, and now we are off out to go bowling. So if you want to get the takeaway or anything, they come in these little cool cars, and then you can basically order from any of the restaurants and it just gets delivered straight to your lodge. So there's 2 different places you can go bowling. We're at the one in the sports centre. After bowling, we went into the sports bar and then we shared this bowl of chips, which I couldn't believe was an outrageous £5. They serve breakfast, sandwiches and kind of basic pub food in here, and it's probably around £20-ish a meal. We then booked a pool table, which was £7 for 30 minutes. None of us are very good, to be honest. Well, apart from Nick, but it's still a nice activity to do together in the evening.
Hello.
So it's Sunday today. We actually slept quite well last night, and today we've just got up, had a little bit of breakfast. We just had some cereal this morning, so just quite a light breakfast, and now we're off swimming and then we'll come back here for brunch. Arabella's bringing her bike as well, so hopefully we get on. We're quite far out, so we're stopping in the pine lodges, so we're literally like kind of right around the edge, so it takes a good I don't know, I'd say it's a good 20-minute walk to get back into the centre village. That's cute. So one of the things that I like most about Centre Parcs is that not normally cars, but there'll be a few people who have actually left their cars parked at the lodges. So what you're normally meant to do is you come here, you unload. So they put these signs on to basically say, move your car. But then no one seems to be moving their cars, which is honestly a bit frustrating because, yeah, it's normally nice just to walk down here with no cars. Another stunning day today. Loads of people on the lake again. So you can see I'll zoom in. So that's the pancake house in the distance. So that's really nice, obviously, to go for breakfast and pancakes. We've been there a couple of times before. We haven't gone there this time, but yeah, it's really nice. It's set on the lake and does really good pancakes. So here's the Nature Discovery Centre. So in here, this is where they've got the craft room, they've got like a family kind of nature bit, and then a falconry area as well where you can get to see and kind of hold the birds of prey. There's various bike parks throughout the village, various points where you can just drop the bikes off, and then obviously you'd collect them from the cycle centre. After swimming, we headed back to the lodge so we could get kind of showered and everything there properly, and Arabella and I thought we would try out the bath jets too. We got back from swimming, we've just like showered and everything here, and then Nick has made us an amazing little brunch. So we've got sausage, bacon, tomatoes, toast, beans and egg. Looking forward to it, girls?
Yeah, the only thing I'm not having is the tomatoes.
You're not having the tomatoes?
No, I hate tomatoes.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Nick. Hello. What's he doing, Belle? Wants to come in. Does he want to come in? He wants food. Once we'd had our little visitors and our lunch, then we walked to the outdoor activity centre, which is probably around half an hour from where we were. That's not real, is it? No. For a minute I thought that was like a deer or something, but it's not. I haven't actually seen any deer or muntjacs or anything in this Centre Parcs. Look, Arabella, you're going in there. Are you excited? Nick went with Arabella to junior archery, which kids aged 6 to 9 can go there with an adult. So they're given child-sized bows and arrows, and they play games like kind of making a pizza, aiming for different items on the target board.
Hey, well done. Yeah.
So we're all fueled up with our food after lunch, and then we're off to archery. So Nick and Arabella have gone to do the little robins archery, and then Tamsin and I have come to do the target archery. So I think this is where they do, this is where they do the kids, and maybe adults as well, like the little quad bikes that go around. It looks really fun. There's some people who looks like they're just about to start. So this is where you do the field archery as well, and then there's various things in there that you can hit. So much stuff. Laser, off-road explorers, the paintball, the quad bikes, Segway, and then the target archery, as well as the junior quads. segways. So you can do segways around the park. So I've done archery a few times now, although I never seem to get any better. Kids age 10 can go to Target Archery and they'll talk you through exactly what you have to do, so how to put the arrows on, how to hold the bow and everything. So if you're a complete novice, don't worry, you can just go along and they'll show you everything, and it is actually quite a lot of fun. You play kind of various games, playing against each other and basically seeing who has the best aim. Very well. How was archery? Did you do really well? Yeah. Tam, how did you find it?
Yeah, it was really fun.
You were really good.
I was channeling my inner Katniss Everdeen.
Nick?
Yeah, really good. I actually really enjoyed it.
After archery, we headed back to the village square for some ice cream and went to the Bella Italia as they have a little gelato shop. What did you get? Mint chocolate chip, nice.
Sorbet.
Tam got lemon sorbet, gluten dairy free. Is it really zingy?
Yeah.
Zingy.
Are you ready?
So tonight Nick has just made us a chilli. So we've got a chilli, some rice, cheese, guacamole with pomegranates in, which is amazing, and some nachos as well. Bon appetit! Woo! Thanks, Nick. After dinner, we took a slightly different route through the park round one of the lakes, and it is just so lovely here. Back to the Jardin des Sports for pub quiz tonight in the sports bar. What have you got?
What I had yesterday. Strawberry.
I think the family quiz takes place on a Friday, and Sunday evening starts around 7 o'clock. You pay £2 per person to play, and then it's all done through an app on your phone, and it is in quite a clever way, so you can't kind of cheat or anything. And then you get points for each answer that you get correct, and then you get even more points the quicker you answer it, basically. Where are we?
The Bee Gees are 7.
Ah, look, we're 7. I feel like this weekend went so quickly, and it was our final night now. So after we had done the quiz, we went and got some tokens and just went round the arcade and just played on a few games in there before heading back to the lodge for our final evening. Look, Squirrel's back. Hi.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening.
On your final day in Centre Parcs, you have to leave your lodge by 10 o'clock. So we got the car this morning from the car park and are now packing up, but we'll give you a lodge tour of where we're stopping at the end of this video.
It's the way that it moves and the way that it laughs, so I can't get enough. Think about it.
So it's our last day today. I'm just having some dippy eggs for breakfast. So good.
I say yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want.
Just left the lodge, filled the car back up, dropped it at the car park, and now we're just walking into the village. So we're going to go to the sports area. We've got a couple of tokens left, and then I think we're playing think we've got paddle board booked as well, and then we've got lunch later, so we'll show you that. So when you first get here, there's guest services, so if you need anything then you can just go here and they'll help you. So there's another area here with pool and air hockey and some more games. So it's all cashless here, and then if you want any tokens, it's basically, I think you get 10 tokens for £12. So they've got this area here as well where they've got like a little kind of kids club and like kids activity den. So they've got little things set up for younger children. Is that the gym?
Yeah. It's pretty good actually.
We've got the gym in here. The gym's not included. I think you have to get a gym pass, but it's got some kind of basic equipment in there. So we've got a rowing machine, treadmills, cross trainers, bikes, that kind of thing, and a little bit of gym equipment and weights as well. We spent the last of the tokens in the arcade area, playing on air hockey. Nick and I also had a go, and we do get quite competitive as well. Come on, Bo! Yes! Yes! Whilst waiting for our time for tennis, we went to the park. This park is actually really nice and it's located just outside the sports bar. We then headed for a game of short tennis, which is quite similar to normal tennis, but it's easier for kids as the ball is softer and you lower the net. So, how was tennis? You were exhausted. You do have a ball mark. It hit you on the face a couple of times, didn't it? Come on then. After tennis, we headed for lunch and decided on Huck's because we couldn't get in there on Saturday. Again, it was such a lovely day, so we sat outside, and it's so nice here, overlooking the lake. Again, they have the lunch deal on here, so we had that for £12.50. You get a main and a drink. So Tam went for the tacos without the like the cheese or anything in there. How good does that look to build it up? I've got the chili beef burrito. What have you got? Chicken and
nuggets,
chips?
fries and beans.
Nora, what's Dad got? Philly steak sandwich. Oh, my life.
Wow. Chocolate sauce.
Right, show me what you've got then.
So I've got vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, rainbow sprinkles, some white chocolate balls, chocolate sauce.
After Huck's, we decided to head off home with a Starbucks for the road. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you are interested in the lodge tour, then I will insert that now. So we're stopping in the Pine area, lodge 680, which is quite far. So it's a 2-bed lodge. So you walk in and you've got like a little hallway bit, and then in here it's like a storage area. So you have an ironing board, vacuum, cots in there, high chair, everything like that. And then in here you've got another little toilet. I would say that you do only get one soap when you come. Some little coat hooks here, then going in, so sorry it's a bit of a mess. You've got a table here to sit at, and then you've got your kind of kitchen area. Here's your living area, so you've got a lamp, sofa, little table there, and then outside got a little kind of dining area outside as well. It's quite dark in here, I would say, so the lights are on as well, but it's still quite dark. You've got some nice little murals. So you've got a TV, which is just under the counter, and then you've got your fire here as well. I think that's a DVD player here. There's quite a few plugs and stuff lying around. So then you always get the classic welcome to Centre Parcs chalkboard. We've done a few more bits on it as well. And then there's the bedroom here. So this is a bedroom with twin beds in there. You've got a mirror, hairdryer. All the bedrooms have TVs as well. And then we've got quite a bit of storage area in here. And then wardrobe with a couple of hangers in there. And then another bathroom in here, so mirror, shower, toilet, sink and everything. And then back out here.
Are you wearing a hat?
Anyone wearing a hat?
Yeah.
Then we've got the kitchen area, so you've got your sink, I've got dishwasher under here, you've got bins and things here, you've got a wine cooler, a little bit of cupboard space in there. You get a Tassimo and some pods. When you do come, you get a couple of dishwasher tablets and some of these sachets of liquid, a cloth, a sponge, a tea towel, but you might need to bring more, obviously, if you need to kind of clean, you're doing a bit more cooking. So you've got your hob, oven, you've got a microwave, kettle, and then I've got your fridge in here. You've got a toaster, so you've got all of your kind of cups and glasses and everything up there. You've got all your cutlery, knives, and then you've got some other kind of utensils in here as well. So you have got most things that you need, and then you've got a few saucepans and things in there. Then if you're wondering where the plates and everything are, so the plates are in this cupboard here. So you've got bowls, egg cut, smaller plates and bigger plates, and then this one you've just got some jugs and other kind of glass bakeware in there. And then through into the main bedroom. So in here you've got a double bed, again mirror, so you've got kind of these next to the bed, so a little bit of additional storage. There's also plugs next to each bed with USBs as well. So you've got the TV, wardrobe, kind of storage area, and then you've got a little vanity area here. So both rooms you'll see have got a hairdryer, mirror, and then again another view kind of outside. And the bed's fairly comfortable as well, actually. And then the main bathroom, so you've got the towel rails in here, again the rainfall shower. The only difference is this, it also has a bath in here, and you can actually turn the jets on. I'll show you what it looks like. Again, you've got kind of everything you need, but you do only get one soap, and you can put a few bits up there as well. So yeah, that's the lodge tour.